feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
For Noah Fant.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Bro, what the fuck? That shit said 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I swear to Jesus.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
I know y'all just seen how it said 0, 0, 0, 0.
About the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
I swear to God, I knew he was running the drag route. I should have slipped on him. I said, watch him run that drag.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Chase been having me a hold for 21 minutes and 5 seconds,
the Falcons
bro.
offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I picked the wrong play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-8. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at the play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right.
Man, you trying to throw me kids.
A lot of football left to be played.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
Darnold.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Darnold now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
14.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly. Wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
number 14.
Cortland Sutton, 78 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The extra point.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
25-yard line.
I should have put him in.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
33-yard line.
I'm not going to worry when you
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Julius, bro, be cool, bro. You dead.
Darnold. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Charles Harris picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They could have been 17.
They head to facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Darnold. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver.
Julius, it just looked like he about to be, you know what I'm saying?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This is the game. I don't think you could go for it, honestly. Hold on. Rules and settings. I could barely hear you. If you score 21 points, it was 5 minutes left. And 4-17. I'm just gonna no.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 4.
I never did this. It was already like this. I didn't get a chance to change the jersey number.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
But I don't think this play will work. I'm be so honest. Cheese plays. What about cheese plays?
They go play action now. Ryan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hello?
Throwing again, Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Jackson on the coverage.
I'm not the Falcons in real life, but you don't believe.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
26 Mike. Hey, 59, ready?
Throwing again. Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Pick the wrong pass. I pick that other one that just takes us route with the running back. But this should be open. This should be open.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Forced out to his
Bro,
left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I'm not making it. I can say it right now. Can I go for it? No, I don't think I can go for it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Didn't really make no sense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
You'll get nothing. I like it.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Boy, what an incredible way to end the half. A chance for a late 3, but instead it turns into 6 points the other direction.
And how about the team that got the 6 points going in the other direction? They were thinking, I don't know if I even want to go into the locker room at the half. Head coach going to be upset. Instead, got to feel pretty good.
Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Good go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. on first down, Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's crazy. That's touchdown.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I read this before.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
7-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 16. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 43 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Yeah, I'm 2 for 2 with that play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Gurley. Matt Milano on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
26, 51, down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Lost a run. They're running it. Yeah.
From the gun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Broncos' 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass in the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And some room to work. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
At their own 35-yard.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Darnold on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Darnold completes it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
To Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Now this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
As long as I got the good chance.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
Oh, damn.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Well, guy, that's game.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this